raising energy. And of course, part of this will be visualization. Ever controversial. Why? Not that it's really that controversial, though it can be very effective. So many people say they can't do it. Part of my book, Writing Warrior Seed, very, very specifically having visualization training. I'll give you 2 really quick ones. And by the way, you don't have to do these things, any of them, with visualization. I'm just saying there's a chance you might be better at it than you think that you are. Okay? Because there's other ways to do it. There's always another doorway. 1, think of the person who you love the most and that you would die for. Get a clear picture in your head, and you've just done a visualization. Stare at any object near you, a pen, a rock, stare at it for about 10, 20, 30 seconds. Close your eyes and try to vividly still see it for another 10, 20, 30 seconds, eventually increasing the times of all the above and repeating at multiple repetitions. It's a muscle that can be built, and it can also be worked around. You don't always have to do visualization because some people are truly not visual. We'll discuss energy balls. We are talking entry level Magic 101, and there's a reason for this. Because I believe we have to continuously enhance our senses in order to be magically, metaphysically, mystically effective. So many people, they get lost in, I just found a forbidden grimoire. Can you believe it? This one's earlier than the ones from the dead 1300s or whatever it is. And you know what? There is nothing wrong with that. I spend a lot of time listening to occult lectures, ancient and modern. I'm fascinated by modern magic, yes, and chaos magic. But I've done definitely my own fair share of research, always wondering if they're going to rediscover some ancient secret. However, and this is how I genuinely see it, the real work is in the individual building up their senses, their natural ability to touch, to see, to hear, to have intuitions and gut feelings, etc., etc. So, we're just going to get right to energy balls. Not a bad place to start. And an aspect of it that some teachers talk about, but others oftentimes overlook, at least in my little part of the multiverse, I've noticed. And that is getting the energy from somewhere else instead of just using your own. So, if you have such items, look around. Somewhere around you should be the items I'm about to mention, representing the 4 elements. Earth, well, any stone, rock, crystal. How about some salt, some sea salt even, representing things like patience and discipline. Air, well, you have your breath. Incense, a bird, a picture of a bird. By the way, you could draw any one of these or do all of this in your head. The physical objects help you focus. Back to it. A feather. Feather's a good one. Fire. By the way, air, for those that don't know, would represent ideas, inspirations of perception. Fire, well, a candle. How about a phony candle's fine? Just a little light, maybe. As far as I know, we all still have the sun above us, if it happens to be daytime. You can draw a picture of a flame if you like, or anything that represents fire, passion, desire, building. Water, well, small cup of water, maybe a seashell. Maybe you make your own holy water. Or had some from a church. Fantastic. Representing reflection, intuition, meditation. Now, I would say sit or stand. Notice these items. Be in front of them, of course. In a seated or standing position. Start swaying back and forth slowly. There's a reason for this here. This is energy generation. It does not have to be intense at all. I do it in small little circles while sitting down, but it can be a swaying back and forth. You want to know I do it in little circles to the left. Sometimes I change direction. Sometimes I do not. Swirling and swaying. Swaying and swirling. And visualize a root as you're doing this coming up from the core of the earth, twisting its way up through the earth, winding and twisting and pushing through the earth, meeting you at your tailbone, into your spine, and all of the root branches going throughout your body. Keep with the gentle swaying. Now stop the swaying. Push your hands down. That's what I do. With an exhale. And visualize all excess, unwanted, unneeded energy exiting with your exhale. And you can do this a couple of times to warm up. This isn't real-time guided meditation. I'm describing the process. So, now, again, you can sit or stand. It will begin now that you're grounded. And those roots, they're still in you. The truth is, they were always in you. Yes. Now you've recognized them. So, breathe in deep for a count of 3. I mean, almost all the way. Doesn't even matter if it's through the nose or through the mouth. Almost all the way, then exhale all the way. These are 3 cleansing breaths. Do this 3 times. In, all the way. Out, all the way. In, all the way. Out, all the way. On the 3rd time, in all the way and hold it. And make your 3rd one your deepest breath. Hold it for 10 seconds. Look up. Tap the chest 3 times. And gently let the air out with a sigh. I'll print the instructions for that, and we'll move on. Breathe normally. That is a cleanse breath that helps to get you that inhale, then a prolonged sigh, exhale. Just hold that sigh for as long as you can, but don't stress it because this is about relaxing. It'll give you a quick meditation hum. That's why I'm not giving you any other breath count instructions for this, just to move it along. We'll talk about those things later. This is supposed to be very beginner. That's your powerful beginning breath. I might even repeat it later. So, swaying in small circles again, or swaying back and forth. Like I said, I like to do it to the left. Picture from the 4 elements. Picture it how you like. I'll tell you how I picture it. I picture that from those 4 things on my altar or shelf, or in my head, in the temple, the inner temple in my brain, if I don't have anything in front of me, the energy in different colors, we'll get to that later, coming out of those into that giant root that was connected to the core of the earth, and then up into you. Air comes to you. Earth comes to you. Fire comes to you. And water comes to you. Picture it as glowing energy. It can all just be clear white at first. You can just picture that. You feel it. Either way is fine. Let it just fill you. Fill you. Let it keep filling until you feel like a glowing ball of energy, including outside of your own body. As it enters through the root, enters through all of you, and then it's now a glowing ball. You're just like a giant ball of glowing golden, or clear white, or combination if you're more advanced visually, energy. Again, or you can just feel it and keep swaying back and forth. You can just feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it. So, again, keep swirling, keep swaying back and forth and back. For me, it's to the left. And the whole room is glowing, and it's all swirling, and it's twisting, and it's moving around. You can even visualize wind blowing things around as you are going in a little circle. Again, I do this most times sitting down. So, now calm it down just a little. You can keep swaying if you want, or be still. And I want you to rub your hands together fiercely for 20 seconds. Could be more, could be a little less. I picked 20 today. Rub them together for 20 seconds, fiercely. Get the friction going. Then stop. Now hold them close together. Hold them really close together. In fact, you can even do a swaying motion with your palms, circular, wobble together, back and forth. You will feel an electromagnetic pull and push between them. You, my friend, have now just properly raised energy. And from this point, we begin to get that energy from our hands and start making balls of energy. From this making balls of energy, which honestly, from making elemental spheres of energy like this, some people stop there, but it can advance to things, is actually making things like what they call servitors, what is sometimes called a servitor. Some people in the old days in witchcraft, they used to call it a fetch, or it was one version to do it. I'll get into all that in the next video, which honestly, if I'm in a good mood, I might make it later tonight. But you form this for a purpose. Give it a name. Things with name, they have purpose. So, since we're all hallucinating anyway, since we're already on a psychedelic trip, let us learn to control it, but not control in the obsessive sense. Bond with it, maybe is a better word. Unite, perhaps, and hopefully for something good, productive, healing. But of course, there are many, many different types of witches and wizards and magicians and practitioners of all kinds out there. There were people that said, we're going to bind President Trump. And then there were those that said, we're going to save President Trump. I think he had his own cast of wizards. I'm not saying he hired them. I'm saying both sides were out there. I don't think he needs to hire them. I have a feeling he knows a little bit himself. Just sort of playing. Maybe. Anyway, from my new home in the mountains, Hagerstown, Maryland, and beautiful City Park, of which I'll do a little video or two in this. I'm Daniel Michael, and you're listening to the Main Street Universe, the show and network, reminding you that the mysteries and possibilities universe closer to Main Street than you may have ever imagined. I'll do part 2 soon. Thank you.